Welcome everyone, my name is Limbic. With the Legacy of the Void beta launching any day now, I decided that I'd like to share my top 5 reasons to be excited for this upcoming Starcraft expansion. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 5. Legacy of the Void will be a standalone expansion. This means that if you want to start playing StarCraft 2, you will need to purchase only Legacy of the Void in order to gain access to the multiplayer. You will not have to buy Wings of Liberty or Heart of the Swarm, meaning that the release of Legacy of the Void will be the perfect time for new players to get into the game, which means that we can expect a much larger increase in the player base at the release of Legacy of the Void than we did at the release of Heart of the Swarm. Number 4. Archon Mode. Archon Mode is a new gameplay type that will basically allow 2 players to play as one. Both players will share control over a single base. This opens up a lot of fun opportunities. For example, an experienced and veteran player can pair up with a completely new player and use this opportunity to teach them about the game. This also potentially has applications even in the competitive scene. We saw this mode demonstrated in BlizzCon 2014, and it certainly appears to have a lot of potential. Number 3. New units and changes to old units. Despite the fact that almost every new unit added in Heart of the Swarm took a turn of being seemingly despised by everyone, I still believe that they overall made StarCraft 2 a more fun and dynamic game. And I think that Blizzard will have learned from the mistakes that they have made in the past. They are clearly trying to address the underlying issues that people have been complaining about for a very long time with Legacy's new units. For example, they're giving Zerg a way to deal with force fields, and trying to give Protoss more micro-heavy units, and that is certainly something worth being very excited about. They're also showing some love to some units that are currently just collecting dust, such as the Battlecruiser and the Carrier. And not by just adjusting numbers, but by giving them interesting new features. If Blizzard does this right, Legacy of the Void will make StarCraft 2 the best it has ever been. Number 2. Automated Tournaments. This is a feature that almost everybody was desperately begging to be implemented into Legacy of the Void, and now we know that we are getting them. We don't know too much about how automated tournaments will be working, but on Blizzard's website they say that they are going to be daily, and they describe them as being no holds barred, which means free from the usual limits or rules. So it looks like they're planning something creative with automated tournaments. We'll have to see what they come up with. But I am very excited for this because I think that ladder play and tournament play is very different, because tournament play will force you to use different strategies instead of ladder, where you can get away with using the same build almost every game. And I think that this adds a lot more reason for people to log on every day. And I think that this will do a lot for the spirit of competition, and it will be a very, very strong feature in Legacy of the Void. And finally, the number 1 reason I am most excited for Legacy of the Void is the resource and worker changes. In Legacy, each base will have fewer resources, and you will start the game with twice as many workers. This will cause players to need to expand far more frequently and spread themselves out much more across the map. This means that we can expect games to feature far more skirmishes of small armies across the map instead of one deathball versus deathball fight deciding the game. It will also cut out the first couple of minutes of every game that is merely probes and pylons, making the game more exciting to play and watch as an esport. This is going to change almost everything we thought we knew about StarCraft 2, and aside from the death of the beloved 6th pool, it's going to change for the better. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my list, or if you would have done something differently. My name has been Limbic, and I will see you all next time. Hi, my name is Limbic. Each and every day, millions of YouTube annotations remain unclicked on. These poor, helpless, Annotations go through all the work to appear on people's screens, only to remain either ignored or closed. But you can help put a stop to this. Click on one of these annotations today, and let's end this madness together. Thank you.